Hi guys, Simetik Gamer here, hope you're well. Sorry it's been so long since my last stream, but my shoulder injury got me down, and I'm not going to obviously go into that too much, but I cannot race cars at the moment. I just, the torque going through my shoulder, just too much. I'm waiting to see a doctor to get possible operation. So what I am doing is I'm going back to a game that I used to play back in its inception. Back in 2003, a game called EVO Online was released. And back then, it was a good game, really difficult and hard to get into, but ultimately rewarding because it was one of these games where you really need to try hard to learn your craft and decide what you want to do, etc. So I've gone and decided, right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can play this for a bit, have a bit of fun, enjoy it. What I found most about this game is the sudden rush of nostalgia that I'm getting from the music. The music is brilliant. I have gone onto my old account, grabbed a load of money and chucked it over to this new account. So this is a fairly new account. I just get it up here, Muddy Gamer. He was born 2 days ago because I wanted to get an idea whether the game was any good. I grabbed some skill points off of my old tune, so it's now sitting at 1 million skill points while I'm trying to do learn my craft again. And yeah, so he's doing all right. The reason my webcam is so big down here is because it's actually going to be disguising chat, because chat can be abrasive in EVE. It can be very abrasive, so it's disguising chat while we go out and do our thing. So we're not quite ready to go out and PvP and pew other players currently. We're not there. What we are able to do is some missions to get some money. So I'm going to quickly look at the skill trees that we've got. Look how long they take. I don't care about mining frigate, that's not an interest, or Galante industrial. So I'll have a little look-see at what we've got going here. So targeting, might have a few that we can. 3 hours for signature analysis. That will increase, or sorry, that will decrease the speed at which it takes for me to lock a target. I've got some gunnery skills in here, and let's just collapse this down a bit. So we've got some gunnery skills. They're looking pretty long as well. It looks like I've done most of them. I am on an Omega clone, so I have paid for this now for a year. It's like 90 quid for a year. You can get a bit of a better deal if you go onto my Discord. There is a link on there that if you want to do a paid account you can, but you don't need to pay for it now. When I originally paid for EVE Online, you had to pay for it, but now you don't, so obviously that's better. Not that bothered about scanning. Neural enhancers, 9 hours. Trade, always want to try and get these up really, because then you pay less. Rigging, jury rigging, probably need to buy this type. Okay. Oh, I know what happened. I need to do as well. So I know that I set myself a contract from one of my other characters for some freebies. So I need to go on to the contracts and grab those freebies. Accept. So some neural enhancers, they'll help me learn faster. I actually have some already because I'd already decided to buy some, but it's always good to get some more. So we're in this little ship here. It is an Atron. I think it's called an Atron. Yeah, it's an Atron. Not a bad little ship. Isn't really fit at all properly because I just haven't had the skills to do so. I think I have. Where am I? So, where's that? That's heck. Don't actually know why I'd be going there. Let's look at personal assets. Got them in jitter. Doxy. So my sort of goal, my aim, is going to be to try and get myself into the position where I can go and start earning some money. There we go. So I have got another ship here. Go and start earning some money, not just running missions, because missions can be a little bit boring, and they do take a bit of time to run. So you have to forgive me, because I've only played a couple of hours of this game, and I'm still not completely sure of the controls. Personal inventory it's up there. So if I go to ship hangar, where's my other ship? Oh, I see. I'm not actually. I'm in the wrong station. So I need to undock and dock at the other station. Say hi in chat if you're there. I mean, while I'm waiting for my shoulder to repair, this is probably going to be something I do. I am. Oh, need to get to there quickish.
Warp drive active.
Something's just been popped. Yeah, while I'm waiting for my shoulder to heal, I'm going to be playing this. I might do some how-tos, or just a few explanations about how I got to where I did in this game. It's a beautiful game. Look at it. Look at the planets behind. Planets are all interactive as well. Not all of them. I think you can moon mine now. You never used to be able to do that.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
But you can now. I hope everything's coming through fine. Sounds like it might be a little bit loud actually. Let's try dropping that down. There we go. Right, so there's my security officer. He's going to allow me to do missions here. So I need to look at inventory again. That's what's in my cargo. So I'm going to drop that in my item hanger. And there's my incursives. Going for scientists in there as well. Yep. Alright, so let's look at ship hanger. And then make active. So I'm now in my incursives, which is my little mission running ship. Again, it's not fit in any way, shape or form to be actually able to do these missions properly. So let's start a conversation. It's in Algogogi, Alogogili. Violent explosion objectives. What's the matter with the Garistus of all things? Yep. When the Garistus ever cause trouble in these parts, right? So anyway, you can read the blog, the vlog, whatever it is. It's blog, isn't it? It is blog. You can read the blog on here. It tells you what to do. I'm going to accept it. There's not a lot of money in that at all. I'm going to see if I can find a level 2 agent soon. As soon as I've actually got my skill points to a position where I think I can do stuff, I will. So I've got a small armor repairer, cat power relay. I've got an energized adaptive nanomembrane, something to help with the tracking because I've got limited ions and the tracking's not great on them. This is just a real basic setup, really basic setup. Most of the parts I actually got from doing the starter missions. So I'm Galante, and 6 million for a skin. I'm quite happy with my incursives looking as it is at the moment. You've got a DPS here, a massive whopping 72 DPS, showing the lack of skills in this character at the moment. So we're going to undock. Yep, confirm. I do apologise for this being in the way, guys, those of you new to the channel, but this is where my racing wheel is, and there's not a lot I can do about it at the moment, about dropping the whole system down out of the way, which is not something I really want to do. So I'm going to walk to the encounter.
Warp drive active.
Got 1,000 units of antimatter and 2,600 units of ion. Now antimatter are close range and ion are more medium to long range. In the fact they're in the blasters, it's not really going to make too much of a difference, but it's good to have multiple distances that you can utilise. So what am I doing here? You need to do is destroy all nearby enemies in the vicinity. Okay, so he's in locking range. Launch my drone. Just that little extra amount of DPS. He's going to be my main target. Afterburner on. Oh, it's going to be that one actually, because that one looks like he's closer. And fire. Add the web, because it's going to slow them down enough that I should start hitting them. There you go, one down. So then it is literally just rinse and repeat. Always trying to check that you're not getting smashed too bad. There will be hotkeys, but at present I'm just using what's the hand, that's easy. This ship is actually a armor tank ship, so they haven't got even through my oh, it won't let me launch the drone. That's irritating. Rookie mistake there. Yeah, so they haven't got through my very, very small armor tank. I've always tended to enjoy fighting with frigates in EVE. It just always seems to be a little bit more fast paced. I've had some good experience taking down battleships in frigates. No one ever expects you to be able to do that, so if you know you're going to be going up against a battleship, you can fit a frigate to take out a battleship as long as you know what you're going up against. And there's the alarm for my low shield, so that means that in a minute I might need to start cycling my small armor repairer. But currently they're not doing enough damage to even break through my shields. Chuck the web on him so he's not going anywhere. As I said, I'm only 2 days into the game. I have, we'll say cheated. I've used my ability of having an older character to let me get some money, so I don't need money in the game now. It's all about trying to learn the game, trying to learn where I'm going, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Right, so there we go, and you can see also, if you look at these wrecks here, which are all different from the last time I played EVE Online. If you look at these wrecks here, you can see that they are empty, and it actually says empty wreck and contains loot. You never used to do that. You used to get boxes on there, and you could never tell whether there was something in it until you went over to a cargo can, and then you would open and realise that there was absolutely nothing in the cargo can. You just wasted your time going over there. So I'm just going to grab that, move it over into my bay, and then dock.
Warp drive active.
I might. Hey, it's the Night Bus, David Carter. Thank you very much for joining us, buddy. And you're still a member. You legend, mate. You legend. I do apologise for not doing any racing stuff at the moment, but as I've told you before, it's my shoulder's just not in a position where I can actually race. The torque that goes through the wheel into my shoulder is a bit of a pain. So until that is fixed, this is probably what I'll be playing. And it's better for me to be relaxed trying to play this and getting stressed because of my shoulder and not being able to race and ruining other people's races. That's more the thing. I don't want to ruin anyone else's race by my own incompetence because I can't race. So now I'm going to speak to this guy and complete the mission. As people on the Discord will know, I've been talking about this game for a little while now, but getting back and playing it. Let's move this up. You don't need to see the bottom bit there. All I'd say is if you want to come and play with us, then you can get a free EVE Online character. Doesn't cost you anything. They're called alphas. They train slightly slower, but you save yourself £100 a year effectively by not doing it, and you don't get to use all the ships. You get to use a lot of the Tech 1 ships to a good level. I will still roll with you no matter what you're doing. If you want to come and play this game when you want to cause some havoc and have some fun, or even just sit in a belt and mine, I will make a character for going and sitting in the belt and mining. I was thinking about doing an alpha character series on this channel, just as a series to do. So showing how much money you can make as an alpha character, because a lot of people I see on the forums, had a little look at the forums, are requesting how to make this amount of money, how to make this amount of money. Why can't you do this? Can you do that? Well, you can make $1 billion in a month on this game if you want to sit there and grind and make it not fun. Or you can have an alpha character and sort all your skills out until they're at a certain level where you're making that sort of money, and then you can play for free. You can upgrade your character, and that's sort of what I'm going to be looking at. So, set destination. The loyalty point system as well. So if I go to loyalty points shop, in the loyalty point shop, you will get things that you can you can earn in the loyalty point shop. Now they've obviously changed, because it used to be you could get some things like these in a loyalty point shop. So as soon as you get a certain amount of loyalty points, you can get the blueprint for this, that or the other, and at some point you could even get the loyalty points for a Navy issue Megatron. Now who doesn't want a Navy issue Megatron? You have to get 600,000 loyalty points, and when you're only getting a few loyalty points at a time, it's quite difficult to do that, and I'm not aiming for that myself. I'm going to be continually looking to stay as cheap as possible, so that when I lose something it doesn't really affect me too much, because there is an easy way in this game of getting very much caught up in the game and rage quitting because you've lost quite a lot of stuff. So how is everybody in the chat today? I see that Night Bus, David Carter is there. How have you been, my friend? Undocking again. So I'm gonna, instead of doing the autopilot, I'm gonna warp to 0 and jump, because this isn't a safe area at the moment, because we've got this Triglavian invasion world arc detected. Now I don't even know what any of this means. These are all new, and once I learn, I'm sure it's going to be quite good for me making money wise, but I don't. You're on another vacation. You're always on vacation. What are you doing on vacation? You're not allowed on vacation, you know that. Right, so the Twitter's changed. I don't like this. They've changed Twitter. Don't like it. Right, so we're going to walk to location.
Warp drive active.
Lucky you, Night Bus. I'd love to get back into some racing. Look, I've actually had to take my wheel off because I'm looking at it and getting depressed. Just getting depressed about wanting a race. Right, so we're going to approach this acceleration gate. And one thing I forgot to tell you guys at home is this is important. This 1.0 is your security rating of the system you're in. As soon as that drops below 0.5, you're open to being attacked by players. And so when you get attacked by players, it's really not a good thing.
Warp drive active.
Go, come on. Wow, look at that. Put a little tweet out there. Right, so we've got what looks like a... Ooh, that's not going to be nice. So these bigger, slightly bigger triangles, they're destroyers. And what destroyers good at? Destroyers are good at killing frigates, and I am flying a frigate, so this is going to be interesting, guys. I might get pawned here, but it's all about the pew pew, the pew pew pew. I'm going to get him out of the way first because he's the biggest threat. I might absolutely melt him, I don't know. As he comes in 18, 17, 16, 14. Here he goes, he's locking me. Oh. 10. You're mine. I'm not even hurting him at the moment. Being tracking disrupted. Gonna have to pulse my armor repair. Yep, armor repair needs to stay on. So now it's getting interesting. Quite a lot on me. Right, so come on. My armor repair's just keeping up with the amount of damage. Only just. I can't run it forever either, so that's not good. close. Had to get out of there. Far too much heat there, far too much heat. Ooh. That was close. So, you've got your shield, your armour and your hull. Now, I don't have a damage control on, which means my hull is basically wafer thin. Yeah, so I just realised something. Unallocated skill points here. Yeah, I like that. Let's rep up. So I'm all repped up now. All repped up. Let's reload everything. Really, I should actually try and go to somewhere like Dodoxy or Jitter to try and get myself an actually good fit for this ship. Because they're like there's certain trade hubs, and once you're a pirate, you know where the pipes are for these trade hubs. So yeah, that's usually a good place to stop off at a trade hub. You get yourself set up nicely, you understand what you need to do. I'm going to finish this mission off, and then I'll take us to probably Jitter, because it's the biggest trade hub. Alright, we're good now. We're good. Turn that off. Reload all. Alright, so let's do that. Yep, that and that. So you can actually run this so that all your F keys do the control of the top slots here. So if you hover over this, F1 up in the top, F2. So if I press F1, it will load this one, F2. So F1 to F2, F3. I've got F up to F5 there, so I can quickly stamp on those buttons, and they will activate the various things. But what I will be doing is bringing those down here. Probably putting that up there, if I'm honest, just so I've got some sort of right. So activate gate. So where's the activation gate there? Activate gate, and we're off. I know this is not the normal stuff I do, but as I was saying to the guys in the Discord, I'm a muddy gamer, I'm not necessarily muddy racer. Race is just something I really love doing. But at the moment, I can't do that. So we're going to get back into this, have some fun. Hopefully fly with some of you guys. You can see some of the wreckage out there. These guys burning straight towards me. Got a little bit of damage on the hull. Must be aware of that when I get low again. Go. So obviously the ultimate goal is to play this game for free. That's what anyone's ultimate goal is. It's such a good game. You can literally be anything you want to be. You can be a smuggler, you can be a trader, you can be a miner, you can be a pirate, you can be a mercenary, you can be a soldier, you can work for a militia, you can work for a faction, doing research, you can be an R&D guy, you can do planetary stuff. There is so much you can do in this game, and it is so good. Who is painting and webbing me? Yeah, so someone was tracking disrupting me then. Or target painting there. Target painting makes sure signature radius. How much ISK have I got? 4.6 billion. But I'm an old veteran player from 2003 that stopped playing because I had my account hacked and I lost about 30 bill. I had Vindicators and all sorts of lovely ships, and they all got stolen from me. So, and CCP at the time wouldn't help. So I'd spent all that time playing the game. I think it might have even been 2009 that I stopped playing. All that time playing the game, and then CCP were like, nah, I'm not going to help you out, even though you've been a 2003 player and you've never done anything like that. So yeah, I quit playing back then. But I'm not too fussed about money in the game at the moment. I actually just want to get the basic skills so I can go and enjoy a bit of militia, PvP maybe, getting some militia points, just enjoying the game, and hopefully some of my subscribers will come along for the ride. I wish there was a button that allowed you to lock next closest target. That'd be really handy. No, back when they hacked my account, they couldn't do the extraction of your SP. So my character still has 122 mil SP, but I don't want to use him now. He's had his day. I made him when I was 18, yeah, so I'm not interested in using him other than maybe using him to make money, because he will be able to make me a lot of money very quickly when I need it. So if I need to do that, then I will. But also he allows me to earn enough money to do potential giveaways and stuff, like ISK giveaways. Grimax Morpher. I'm good, sweetheart. You alright? How long have you been playing, Grimax? I used to have one of these as well, Dremel. I love them, or Dramel, however you want to pronounce it. Great little frigates. About a year. How are you finding it? Because I'm finding it amazing compared to what it was. The game wasn't as good as it is now when I left it. I'm about to do some real damage now. Boom. How much SP do you get in a year? I mean, I sucked a little bit of SP out of my my main character, I'm not gonna lie. No, yeah. But then again, you say 18 mil in a year, that's not bad. Is that with implants? When I originally played, you had to do learning skills. So whereas you guys, when you start, me included now because I'm on a new 2, but when you start now you get obviously a base set of intelligence and memory, etc. When I started back in 2003, you didn't. You had to get learning skill up to level 5, and then perception and memory and like, so it was such a long-winded process back then. Not that that was a bad thing. I really enjoyed it. I've got, as I said, some really nostalgic memories. Listening to some of the old music really brings back just memories of me chilling out at 19 years old. Back then I was a miner. This character's not going to do mining. I will build another one, probably for that. Probably with my subscribers, maybe, to get them into EVE. But yeah, I've got some really fond memories that are very much brought back up. So did you buy the injectors, or did you steal them from your other characters? Is this your first character? Can you might be able to explain to me actually what's going on here. So the this invasion thing, can I do any of it from a frigate? Is any of it doable from a frigate? Is it not doable from a frigate? Because obviously I haven't got a clue about the invasion thing. Oh, it's your first character. They're like $1 each. I think what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of characters that are on the higher end of skills, and I think I'm going to just drag some of the SP out of them and delete those old characters, just to give this one a little bit of a boost. Because unless you're an Omega character, then the old SP that you've got is worthless. Because, like for example, if I was to use my main and he was on an alpha, then I can't use half of the ships that he can possibly fly. So there's no point in me playing with him as an alpha toon. But I don't mind paying for a new toon, and his fleets of battleships and logic. Ah, okay. I don't mind using a new toon and growing that toon, because my old character, you could look him up on Z killboards, called Sergeant Space Razer. Wasn't a great character. He was not a nice guy. He was a good character, but not a nice guy, and that was because that was very much 18-year-old me making a character. So when I've created a YouTube channel based on something completely different, I don't want to be associated with what he did, that character, back in the day. I'd much prefer to start a new one like I have, Muddy Gamer, and recut his path within EVE. And that's the beauty of EVE, is you can recut your path, you can make your own decisions, decide where you're going. Oh, that's not good. Just dropped my mouse. Alright, so now dock.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested.
Thought I was going to die then. It's that rattle with the keyboard. Yeah, I'm not going to try and fight. I don't like the fact that they can lock you and stuff straight away as well. Discard. Right, so yes, there we go. I'm just checking. So I've got a few people asking me to put a tweet up so they can retweet it over on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I think it's at MuddyGamer82. Or just find TUS MuddyGamer. And the link should be also on the description. Sorry, mind suddenly went completely blank. Right, complete mission. So that's given me some money, some standing, and some loyalty points. Not a lot of loyalty points there, as you see, only 87, and that's not really what I'm interested in. But what I should be doing really is actually heading off to Jitter, like I said I was going to. So I'm not going to request the mission right now. I'm going to head off to Jitter. Open this cargo bay. What's in the incursus? So let's drop some of this stuff out. So we'll just put it in the item hanger. Doesn't need to be here. Always keep the ammo in there. So do you run invasions then, Grim? Let's go Jitter. So destination. 10 jumps. Yes, confirm. Confirm. Is it sort of like what did we used to call it? What was it we used to? Oh. No likey, no likey. Someone just got spanked. What was it we used to do? We used to run them in fleets of Macarials. I cannot remember. You used to like, sort of harvest them. They used to spawn. You used to just go and harvest them in fleets of Macarials with Logi. And Fleet Tempests and Macarials. Yeah, you could be wary with idiots nowadays. Well, you've always got to be wary of idiots in Eve, because I was one of them. I was a paid merc in high sec, so people would pay my corporation that I created. They would pay my corporation to ward deck other corporations that were in at their spot. And it was so funny back then because people didn't realise that other corps would pay that. Yes, incursions. Is incursion running still a thing? They used to make a lot of money incursion running.
Warp drive active.
A lot of money. Because it was just go in, everyone alpha, and go out. That was pretty much it. Right, so iiyama. So I'm remembering.
Drive active.
I'm remembering these names. What's these? What's that there? Because I used to run these in a. I used to run these systems in a Crow originally when Tech 2 first came out. Oh, back in the day. When Tech 2 was just a spoken. There was a point where you've got Titans in this game. Titans were the thing that the devs used to have, and no one was allowed to use them. That's how far Eva's come along. Yeah, there was closed incursion groups as well, because you can basically screw a whole incursion up with randoms. But yeah, so Warp to Me is a public incursion group, so you just go on the Eve channels, find Warp to Me, blah blah blah, get in that way. Is that the way to do it? It's unfortunate that Eve doesn't have the following on things like YouTube, because it'd be lovely to get some people on that side of the fence as well as my racers. It's getting a bit dark in here. Might have to try and find a light soon. All of my kit that I usually use to lighten myself up and so on is not working today. Don't know where it's gone. The streams aren't usually this bad quality. I haven't got an overlay or anything, which I usually would have. So I do apologise for that. But it was just thrown together to see if I'd actually get anyone interested in what I'm doing. And it's nice because there's 3 people watching. Feels like a long old journey to Jitter, but Jitter is where all the money is. Jitter, Heck, Renz, Didoxy, Amar. These are the big places where you make money in this game. Right, so they weren't in originally when I left. I came back and created a character called Muddy Gamer 82. Very fleetingly. Let me have a look at that character. People and places. Alright, so 2 years ago I played this, and yep, that was the last time I played. And that wasn't for very long. I think he's got less than a million SP. So they were definitely a thing. Wormholes definitely. That's the thing. I had tech-free ships because I was around when tech-free ships were around. I had so much really good stuff, and then my account got hacked. So I had tech-free, just nasty ships, and then I logged on one day after not being on for about 7-8 months, and someone had hacked my account and it was all gone. all gone. Well, everything that they could get easily had gone. So yeah, it was one of those where I was like, right, I've had enough. That was that was enough for me to be like, right, yep, I've done my time in Eve. I mean, I guess you could probably make a substantial living off of being a salvager off of the gates. I mean, look at that. Don't know what these engineering complexes are. I've no idea what half of the stuff on the overview is. I need to redo my overview. Wow, what is that? Ah, so the Concord chips have changed. That's new. Station. What's the busy one? Trying to find which station it's in. Caldari Navy Ascent Moon 4. That's an easy way also of finding which one's the main hub, guys. So if you walk into a system and you want to know where all the gear is, then just put it on anything and just go to the port. You'll see where it's listed. That one was Jitter Moon 4, so that tells me that Jitter Moon 4 is the main hub. Oh, excuse me.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So now when I go here, right, so what are the engineering? What are they? I don't get what an engineering complex is. So I need to learn a skill, and that skill will be rigging. Buy and train. Okay. Alright, and because I've got 10,000 unallocated, I'm going to get rid of cancel. Alright, let's get rid of sharpshooter, do a surgical strike, stick it with jury rigging, confirm.
Skill training completed.
Beautiful, that's how it's done. So now I can go jury rigging to level 2. Why won't it let me do level 2? Confirm, perfect.
Skill training completed.
Train to level 3. Right. Close. So I can now use rigs, I'm guessing. General understanding of the inner workings of Starship components allows Makeshift modifications to ship systems through the use of rigs required learning. Oh, there we go. That is the sound of my headset dying. So I'm going to need to quickly grab a charger for my headset, as it's actually being the sound for everything. Be right back. Oop. It's what? What? Can't hear anything, sweetheart. What? Maybe someone's watching a film next door. Oh, right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just need to get my USB charger in. There we go. Right, so that should stop any chance of us cutting out now. Cloud-owned stations for researching BPOs, reprocessing ores and things. Ah, you're allowed to do that in high-sec now. Well, that's a new thing. Right, so I need to now go to fitting, and is there one that strips fittings? No, nothing that says strip fittings, so you have to do it manually. Or what I could do is I could release ship, and then inventory. Let's try repairing it first. So if I repackage that, it's going to strip all the fittings, and then I can just do that, get back in it. Right, so ignore the jerry rigging thing for now, because I don't need to worry about that too much. I want to do a decent fit on an Incursus that is going to be potentially able to fight its way out of a PvP battle, and also enjoy running some low-end missions and ratting with, etc. So let's have a look at the regional market. First of all, do I want to go blaster or rail fit? I think it's going to be blaster fit with this, really. I don't think rails are going to... What's the bonuses it gets? Turret damage, armor repair. That means it can be in the danger zone. So I'm going to stay with the armor repair idea. We're going to go to we're going to go to ship's equipment. Okay, ship equipment, and we're going to go to actually, I need to find out what I've got in my item hanger. So limited iron. What's better? Show information. So that's more. One's an electron blaster. So it's the ion blast. That's where I was getting it wrong. So I put neutron blasters on, really, don't I? So repackage. Yep. So actually, I won't sell. Just stack all. Right. So we've got the civilian stuff here that I was given at, well, basic level, which is fine. Small armor repair 1. So let's sell that. Or not. No, I'm not going to sell anything actually. I'm just going to build a ship. Muddy, build a ship. If you build it, they will come. That's what's going to happen. Bloody fly. Right, so stop talking and start doing. We need turrets and bays, hybrid, blasters, small, light neutron blasters. So that's an extra 1 power grid and an extra 4 capacitor each. What's the difference between a light neutron and an anode neutron? 816, 815, but they're a lot more money. 814. Does that make sense? Maybe they do more damage. Don't really want to be fitting this with expensive stuff, really. I mean, how much do the Tech 2 ones cost? I'm not going to buy Tech 2, but Tech 2, yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near sort of regulated like ion. And that's about half price, half of the Tech 2 price. What do you reckon? Which are the best blasters for me to fit, do you reckon? I've got low skill points. It's just going to be the standard neutrons, isn't it? Really. Don't really want to be paying the money for anode. Just a standard light neutron. Let's see if I can fit my fit. If not, we'll go with whatever. So let's go with 3 of these. So we'll go with 3 of them. I will pay a little bit more for a armor repairer. Pay a little bit more for an armor repairer. Right, so fit to active ship. Fit to active ship. Fit to active ship. Right. So let's fit the other stuff that I had. Fit to active ship. Fit to active ship. And let's just see how it gets on. So I've not gone with MagStab because I actually want, there's no point in increasing your supposed DPS if you can't put it on the target. So this is nowhere near cap stable, which is fine. What rigs can I use? This is a question. So, and do I even want to use rigs? I mean, so far the cost of my ship is a whopping 621,000. So where do I find rigs? Grim, where do I find rigs, bud? You still there? Wow, 29 mil for a capture charger. Go away. So what have I got here then? Cat power relay. Cat power relay 1. Right, I see. Ship modification. Maybe it's there we go. So I want so I don't have this. So I need to buy that. It's worth buying. And so I can't fit any rigs at the moment. Subsystem structures, rigging, and armor rigging. Right, so I've got two options there, really. How do I get rid of that? There we go. It's such a bit of a mind twist, just trying to remember what you're actually trying to do. Can't use Hobgoblin, so I need to change that over to scout drones. Not allowed to use any of these. Need to go back to civilian. What the hell is that? Right, so let's see what DPS he does. Absolutely none by the looks of it at this. 27 DPS. Woo. Nope. 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 Let's try any matter. It's a little bit better, but it's not great. I could probably get the same out of a noob ship. Right. 2,000 units. And I'm going to actually change that out and go for a magnetic field stabilizer, because if I can get close to 100 DPS, I might be able to, you know, just enjoy the ship a little bit more, because that is not good. 65 DPS is very, very low. Ship equipment, where are you? There. Smart bombs. Does anyone actually use smart bombs? What do I need for that? Gunnery. So weapon upgrades is what I need. Okay. Don't want anything too expensive, so just a mag stab 1. Done. So, right. I'm not going to be hunting in this because it's just, that would be suicide. Nope. Stabilizer. I might buy a better armor repairer. Possibly. I don't know if it's worth it. Should I just stick with everything is just Tech 1 at the moment? Because the fact everything's Tech 1 means that it's not. Let's change the afterburner up. Let's just Tech 1 absolutely everything if I can. Ooh. So I need a Tech 1 weatherfire, propulsion, afterburner. Oh wow. Yeah, there's no way I'm fitting that as well. Not with my skills, look at that. So the civilian afterburner takes absolutely nothing. Whereas the actual afterburner 1, so a 1 power and 2 CPU, or 10 power and 15 CPU. Yep, I'll just stay with what I got. That'll do for now. That's a pretty okay setup, just lacking in power, 76 DPS. It's going to go up as I skill up, I guess. Let's just leave all this. Take these with me. You can go in there. Right, this has been the longest thing. Yep, right. Here we go. So, agents, all agents. Set destination back to him. Undock and head back to where we've been running. Riveting stuff, this guys, riveting stuff. But my character is very, very young. Who's that down there? So how much am I getting out of this anyway when I punch it? Oh, it takes it to 600.
Warp drive active.
So, a few skills I could try and actually get is my gunnery skills. I need to get my gunnery skills up to scratch for a start. Jury can freeze in 2 days. 2 hours, sorry. Then after that, and then after that, get out of the way. And then after that, and then after that. So I could actually go and see what sort of system are we in. Oh, that's perimeter. So might go to a belt and see if I could do some ratting. A lot of the ships look a lot different to what they used to.
Warp drive active.
So optimal range, fall off range. So I need to change my orbit to. If I go 800, it will ping me out a little bit, I think. Don't remember it being this difficult to fit ships, but it obviously was.
Warp drive active.
Get out of my way. Charge my watch as well. Spin class in a little while. It's always handy if it's on fully charged. I do spin class. Alright, so 0.7, it's not really low enough.
Warp drive active.
Udema, I'll have a look at Udema, see if we can find anything to shoot in Udema. It's just such a big game. I've never ever explored 0-0 space. I'd quite like to do that in a frig. Null sec. Junigeshi.
Warp drive active.
this killing spree thing anyway? Skilling spree. Was that, because I got that 10,000, I thought you got 50,000 a day. But I only ever get 10.
Warp drive active.
Doesn't know there's anything here. What's that?
Warp drive active.
So I'm not looking for anyone to kill that's not an NPC right now. My skill points just wouldn't allow that to even be a thing. Oh, here we go. What's this? So someone's been here. Let's have a look what's in there. It's a retriever. Oh wow, there's so these aren't NPCs then? I don't actually know what an NPC is and what isn't at the moment. Are these people? Oh, so these are just NPC. These are just NPC mining barges. Why isn't it letting me loot it? Interesting. Why wouldn't it let me loot that? Let's try this one instead. I wonder if that's because safety's on.
Warp drive active.
No, nothing here to kill either, so let's jump to the next system.
Warp drive active.
I have no idea what half of these things are. Really need to learn.
Warp drive active.
Mobile depot. Ah, there we go. It tells you on the side.
Warp drive active.
This song in particular reminds me of when I first started playing Eve.
Warp drive active.
Don't know why these invasions are happening in high sec, because you can't do anything if you're a noob. So I'm 0.15 for Calente Federation currently. Faction warfare incursions. Pirate strongholds take on the largest fleets fielded by pirate factions in these challenging sites. Oh, I like this.
Warp drive active.
surely a faction warfare agent is going to help me a lot more.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So now I could open the faction warfare window. So Galente owned 2.2%. I think what I will do before I do this is do some more standard fighting. And try and get my missions up. So I don't get it. Are they available to me? So speak to right, so let's do a few more with you. Cassinigan. I also need to do change the Delon Bay to take that out, put that in the item hanger. Civilian hobgoblin, in it goes. Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. And I'll get you jump out and go for it. Run, Muddy, run! There's mining barge there, just waiting to be smashed to pieces.
Warp drive active.
I do like the way the Incursus looks. I like a fairly symmetrical ship. It doesn't look too different to what it used to. Just it's got a nicer skin on it. Watch the guns pop out. There you go.
Warp drive active.
dangerous little ships they are. Destroy the repair station. I didn't put a drone in. Nah. Keep making these silly little mistakes. But it's better to do it now than actually when it's important. It looks like there's a couple more like hard points there for guns, but I'm pretty sure I'm maxed. 3 hard points, yeah. The effects that it's done in Eve now are just so much better than they were. Just making sure I dodge around a bit while I'm being shot at. That is a lovely explosion. What is that break their will? Be careful of these. Look at that. Boom. I should be in full off range now. Go. Things are going to heat up very soon. Quite tense. Boom. just having to keep your wits about you. Come on. Come on, need to get in close with this mercenary fire. Cycling the rep so I don't actually just drain my cap. Three-day-old character doing his business like he should. Web. Fire. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I've just assigned the guns, the rep, and the web to my top slot so I can hit F1, F2, F3 on the target. Hey, how you doing, Ranger? Good to see you, mate. Oh, he's a little bit out of rep range. Turn the guns off, give him some reload. Are you going to come and join me in the world of Eve, Ranger? I'm good, man. I'm good. Alright, so fire, rep. I reckon you'd be quite good in this, bud. You've got a decent PC, right? Go make yourself a Galante character, free. You don't have to even pay for it. Make yourself a Galante character. Try and have some fun. After about a week, you'll have a character you can either decide to go pew pew people, or you can run missions together. Oh. Mate, your PC doesn't need to be strong. I can run this on an old laptop. Yeah, I can run this on a 6-year-old laptop, so you'd be fine. Why can't I close this guy down? Do you know what? Switching target. Hey, Reflex, how you doing, man? Quickly switch targets, because these guys probably are slowing me down. There we go. Yeah, one of them was slowing me down, clearly. Melt him because he's got more DPS. Yeah, not bad, mate. I've changed games because my shoulder's just not up for me playing racing games. The torque is just not enjoying going through my body into my shoulder. Right, so this guy's going to die now. Alright. As you see, I've got a decent little armor rep there. Decent little armor rep going on. And this is all Tech 1 stuff, guys. All brand, like the character's brand new. He has got a lot of money because I've transferred it from my old character. But the character's brand new. If you've not played this before, Reflex and Ranger, you get to make your own guy look how you want to make him look. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Right, let's see what we've got in the old cargo. Oh, there's an acolyte. Yep, I'll have you. You go in there. What's in here? Metal scraps. So yeah, I've got a big buffer of money, but I'm treating it as if I haven't. So effectively, I'm sitting on 75k. is the way I look at that. I don't want to be spending money if I don't have to. And so the idea is that I want to be able to be competent in PvP in a ship that doesn't need me to worry about if I lose it. Because I'm going to get into more fights if I'm not worried about losing my ship, if I'm not worried about losing my implants and my clone. Because the problem I have with my old account, which is a massively powerful account because of its age, is I'm always scared to use it because it costs a lot of time to make the money back that you'll lose if you lose that character. And I built his stats up so high in the PvP arena that I never actually wanted him to lose. I was more bothered about his stats in the fact that he might lose because of how high I had made them go. So, new one, Muddy Gamer, to go along with the channel. What do you reckon, Reflex? Do you reckon you'll come and join us? If you do, make yourself Galente. They have the best choice of ships. If you're not going to be paying for an account, they have the best, most useful selection of ships in the game. So it's well worth playing it like that. I'm looking at doing the life of an alpha character. Alpha meaning that I don't pay for it. Omega meaning I've paid for it. This is an Omega account, which means I've paid for a year up front because it's cheaper to do so, but it's expensive doing it that way. So one thing that I will say to you guys that haven't played this before is if you're doing what I'm doing, which is combat as opposed to mining or trading, when you approach something, you never want to approach it head on. You want to hit it at an orbit, because then you'll be coming in and it's just that little bit harder for the enemy's turrets to track you. Just a little bit. It's not massive when you're orbiting close, but it's harder for the enemy's turrets to track you if you're coming in at an arc rather than a straight line. Otherwise you're coming straight down the barrel of their guns, you're going to go pop very quickly. Alright, so 29k, I can lock onto that. 10,000 this bounty, lovely. Let's get right in there, let's get in on the action. There's no point in me webbing him, won't need to. Doesn't look like it's actually firing because it's a point defense battery. It might be something else, but we'll find out. I don't know, these are all new to me. I love the graphics in this, it's beautiful. Oh, right, yep, he can definitely fire. He won't last long though. He's a stationary object. Here he goes, there goes half shield. Let's get absolutely destroyed. Boom! Look at that. Beautiful. Much better explosions than they used to be. You can also do a thing called overheat, but when you've got low skills, it's not great. Ooh. I mean, I could buy 2 large injectors. Oof, I could buy 4 large injectors and give myself a massive head start, but actually, no. I've given myself an injection. That will be enough. See how it goes. What do you reckon, guys? Should I make him a complete badass, or shall I make him a fairly, what do you call it, mediocre Care Bear / PvPer? What do you reckon? A militia PvPer, or a pirate PvPer, a mercenary PvPer? All the above? You're downloading the game. Right, so Reflex, if you look on the Discord, there's a link in there. Click on that to create your game, please. Because then if you do decide to do a payment on it, like at any point, you come under the friends that I've got into the game, sort of thing. Come on. And boom, again. So all these things here are wrecks that you can actually salvage if you have a salvager, but I don't, so. I might buy a skin for the Incursus. I think my PvP ship's going to actually be an Atron because they're really quick, and I personally used to be a interceptor pilot. I used to love being an interceptor. So Tech 1 interceptor skills, that's what I'll be going for. But yeah, it's a pretty chill game at this level at the moment because obviously I haven't had the skills to be able to go out and start tearing stuff up, but it all takes time because the skill thing in this is about, you set something for 24 hours and come back 24 hours later, but you can make money in between that. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm doing now. It's just whether you want to or not. You don't have to. Come on. And being an Omega clone, I get 2 times skill point training. So because it's a paid account, I will learn things twice as fast as someone that's on a non-paid account, but the non-paid account can still do really well. It just takes time. If you're patient, you don't mind, you realise that you're getting all this for free and it's a great game, then there's a lot of fun to be had. This is quite a weak frigate though. I mean, if I go to my, I'm only putting out 71 DPS with Tech 1 blasters. With a Tech 1 fit, I mean the effective hit points isn't too bad. So although that killing I've just done will help towards my security rating, which is there. So I click on that, you can see all the law enforcement I've done, and eventually that'll give me a 0.1 or whatever for what I've killed. You get your kill rights if someone shoots you and kills you. You get your standing gains. The Caldari don't like me particularly at the moment, but that's because I'm Galante anyway. If your combat log, if you're actually having fights with real people, it's fun. It is fun. Sounds like someone's getting their ass kicked again. A Mar frigate, Mimitar frigate. What about you, Ranger? Ranger. You gonna come and join? If you are, join my Discord first and click the link, bud. Oh, shouldn't be yawning. I'm going to be going down the gym in a little while. On the old spin bike. What the hell is one of them?
Requested.
It's an interesting looking ship.
Docking request accepted.
Very interesting looking ship. So, let's see what we ended up getting out of that then. So, I made 1.2 mil roughly out of that. Or maybe not actually. Drag that in there. Drag that in there. Oh no, about 1.2 mil. There we go. So, complete the mission, gives me a little bit more money, gives me some loyalty points, gives me the credits up there. What I'm trying to do is trying to build standing with the Federation Navy to allow me to go up to level 2 missions, etc. Don't necessarily want to do that too quickly, because you do it too quickly and you just end up getting pawned quite quickly as well. There we go. There's a little bit of extra DPS there. Oh, trying to click my neck. So, let's have a look at our skills again. So we've got in Spaceship Command, Galente Frigate. We're halfway to end of level 4. It's going to take 19 hours. That is a really important skill to get. And in the gunnery, these are all very important to get to level 4 as well. So, I mean, sharpshooter needs to come now, so add to the front of the queue. That can be done now. Sharpshooter, and then trajectory analysis later. Basically, you want everything up to level 4 that you can get. Like rapid fire. The problem with rapid firing is actually it drains a lot of your capacitor. Surgical strike's good. So you really want to have a look in your engineering skill patch as well. CPU management, capacitor management, electronics. These are all quite long skills if you look at them. But they're the ones you're going to need. Reduce the capacitor need for energy emissions weapons, and I'm not interested in that. Energy pulse weapons, not interested in that. So I've got what I need here. Actually, I need to train that one after as well. I remember to do that. Thermodynamics means I can overheat my weapons, and it means that the longer I can overheat my weapons for longer. Importantly, so I've got a whole list of things that I need to do over the next patriotic measures. So follow the objectives must be completed to finish the missions. Fly close to any structure you find so your instruments can scan it. Okay. Don't really know what that's all about, but we shall find out. Have you downloaded the game yet, Reflex?
Warp drive active.
So I want to learn what all of this means, and it will come in time. I've only been playing the game for two days. I think this is his third day. Where's his birthday? There's his birthday. Oh, This could be painful. That looks like a lot of reds. There are a lot of reds. Here we go. Here comes trouble. So I could finish up my mission now because I'm here. Or I can have some fun. Let's have some fun. Starting to get the damage on me now. Come on. Can't run it full pelt forever. Careful. One of this close probably don't need to web them either, so I'll keep the web off. Having a bit of a moment there, not knowing what to hit. These aren't particularly fast, so I should be alright. Seem to be almost cap stable. So you do think the cap is your lifeblood for your ship, and if it runs out you die, basically. Especially in Galante. Well, that didn't work. It's meant to be W. Right, so I'm getting food. I just woke up. No worries, bud. I won't be on forever because I've got to. I'm going to send it a couple of ways. Yeah, I've got to go and have a bath and get ready for going to get sweaty at the gym. The irony in having a bath first, but who wants to smell at the gym before you even worked out? It's not really my thing. Right. W doesn't work. Oh, I see. So it wants me to click target first. Alright, I'll get you. I've absolutely pasted all these, haven't I? Look at them. Just stacks and stacks and stacks. Boom. So you sort of employ the same thing when you're in PvP, but you just need to make sure that you give yourself a real good talking to about making mistakes. Really. It's very easy to make the mistakes and lose a ship. But PvE is basically a good training ground for learning to control your ship. Caldari Navy tags, yep, I'll take them. And them. So you'll be within 2,500 meters to actually be able to pick up anything. Some of these tags end up selling for quite a bit because you need them to be able to use the blueprints that you get. Yeah, you need them to be able to use the blueprints you get from getting the loyalty points with a faction. So it's always a good idea while you're mission running to learn the game. It's always a good idea to pick up anything that you can. Everything's money at this point. If you can fit it in your cargo hold, then you should definitely take it. So we've got a few more to pick up before we go dock. What's the time? Oh, I've probably got another 15 minutes. I might get another couple of missions in before. As I said, if you guys want to join me, the link is in the Discord. Discord's in the description below. It's always more fun to play with friends. Come on. All these now Caldari Navy tags. A new thing that they added is that you can see how much the estimated price is for these. So each of these is worth 3k, and I've probably got 10 of them, so that's 30k added. And I know that money is not a problem for me, as I said earlier in this game, because I'm lucky enough that I've had older characters that I've moved the money over from. But 30k is 30k when you're new to the game, and also if you can salvage all of that, you'll get salvage from it, and you can sell that usually for good money as well. Come on. Right, so that's everything I can possibly grab. So now I'm going to dock. I like the fact that they've now made the agent mission thing over here. It's much easier as a player to find what you need to find over here. I mean, you can even click that, start a conversation and read details. You read the details and it gives you the whole mission objective again, which is great.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That guy's got a big old bounty on him. He's not that old either. $24 mil. He's probably put that bounty on himself to make himself look badass. That's what I would guess. How much cargo? Just a data chip. Okay. So pick up location, drop off location. Right, okay. So first of all, before I accept this, I'm going to go to my drone bay. Stack all, not drone bay. Move that into the item hanger. I'd quite like to know, it's got a Plex vault here, I'd quite like to know if you can actually earn Plex or if you have to buy it. Because I had Plex here from other character. I was like, how did that get there? It was very random. Oh. Accept. Undock. This 01M3. So it should be fine. Can't believe I've been playing this game 2 hours now.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Ah, okay, so I pick it up from here. Makes more sense. I thought I had to fly somewhere else. Me being stupid. Items in the hangar. There we go. Easier. It's been a quiet stream, but I expected it to be. This isn't what the channel's usually about. When Empire did you choose? I went with Galente, and I went with the advanced military or advanced navy, whichever one that was. Yeah, do that, and then go through the tutorial, because the tutorial does teach you stuff you need to know, and by doing that you also get a load of stuff. So the advanced warfare, I think it is, or something like that, actually teaches you how to use a point and to use a web, which is PvP orientated stuff. I mean, obviously I am using a web to help me with killing NPCs, but in general that's not how it is. Dock.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, so I might be on a couple of times this week playing this. Having some fun.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So I should be able to hand my mission in now. That was a quick mission. Helps with the standing. It's all about mission standing. I mean, my effective standing with him is 2.1. So, request mission. You can let me do it from there? No, need to go back there. Did I just accept that? knows. I didn't think it'd let me accept. I'm not really reading the screen, like I'm getting quite tired. Lots of coffee is going to need to be drunk in the next hour or so. I need to do this before I come out of.
Warp drive
There we go.
active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Right. Accept. Let's go kill some stuff. Pew 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 pew. Come on. It's all about pew pew. All about pew pew. Right, so on the overview, walk 2 before these NPCs warp in and smash me to pieces. So yeah, the whole idea is to get myself in a position where I can go and have fun in cheap ships and not care, and that's going to make entertaining watching for you guys, hopefully, and maybe build up a bit of a following on the EVE side of things as well as the racing side. I know we all love our motor racing and stuff. I think my shoulder being bad has come at the right time, to be fair, because at the same time, what's that? Oh, okay. At the same time, as much as I enjoyed Project Cars, hey Scar, as much as I do enjoy Project Cars and did enjoy Forza, they're old games now. So just to say welcome to Scar. Scar is well, Scar helped me form a clan originally on a game called Freelancer back when I was 17, and Blood Adders was born, and that was the my in-game name currently is Muddy Gamer. As you can see. Right, hang on, let me get it. So I'm just, it's a new character, Scar, is basically what I'm doing. I'm relearning my trade in EVE. So, boom. Yeah, relearning my trade in EVE, killing some NPCs in a semi-PvP fit ship, just so I can understand what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. Yep. Well, I'm not gonna be I'm gonna be Galante faction warfare most likely. That would possibly be. I mean, I don't know what your main character is, mate, but let me know. What is your main character? I'm most likely going to be Galante faction. Why are you running away? Start yourself up a new character, Scar. With a with everything you learn, hone it in. Take it back to where you don't worry about what you risk. Because that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it so that I have absolutely no fear of losing a ship. I have absolutely no... You could use your main character still to make money, and then your new character to go and have fun. Do all the pew pew with the nunu. Not nunu, nunu. I know where your filthy minds went. So that's what I'm doing with Razer. I think Razer will eventually come out again at some point to make money. If I tear through the stupid amount of money that he's still got. Even though he got hacked and I lost a lot, I still managed to have assets everywhere. So the people that hacked me, they got away with my ships and what was in my account at the time, but there was still like 12 billion, maybe 20 billion sitting there. So it wasn't too bad. It's just more irritating than anything else. Alfred, boom, have that. No, they didn't restore it. I got hacked and they told me, well, never mind. So that was why I left, really. I was having a bit of a break because I wanted to make sure I didn't destroy my relationship with my wife by playing EVE Online, because obviously that can happen if you get addicted to it. But I took a short break to make sure that everything was fine, came back, and someone had hacked my account. Where are you? There you are. As I said, pick all these up. They are useful. Sometimes you do get some expensive ones as well. $4 billion for a pet Plex, is it? It used to be 800 million. But, you know, when things are easier, when money's easier to get... Oh, I remember Plexes at 800 million, mate. I never bought one. I just paid the £90 for the year, mate. I don't mind doing that because it's one hit and it's cheap because you do it through Steam. $4 billion, you can afford $4 billion. It just means that you can't afford it every month. So you or you have to grind. The game's not meant to be a free-to-play game. It's not meant to be. It makes playing EVE at free-to-play makes it a hard game. You're playing EVE on hard if you play it free-to-play. But if you want to have some months of playing for free that are like the full paid game, then that's how you do it, isn't it? Oh no, the free, well, that's not a bad drop. The free accounts are actually quite good, and you can be a competent pilot in a alpha account, no problem. It allows you to get level 4 in most things. What's happened there? I thought it just... There we go. Done. Well, I will be looking at probably doing just pirating in the faction warfare space at first, so that I can choose which ones I'm going to be nicking kills from, because I want some solo PvP. I want to get good at solo PvP. It's fun to have a fleet of you and you pop into system and you go and do other stuff, and if we're going to kill some bigger ships, yep, but Frig versus Frig's good fun. So I'll be looking for some solo. Caldari are in, because Caldari are in negative. Amar are. Amar and Caldari fight together. Yep. Oh, you should be able to join. You should be able to just go into that faction space area and have a fight. That's pretty much what I'm. Read your journal details. I hate this. So where's my journal? Destroy the Caldari research outpost. Right. There we go. Exactly. So make yourself a new character, mate. One that you want to build a Caldari character, if you like, and just call him whatever you like. Scarface Renewed or something like that. Reborn Scar, or whatever you want. And we can just have some fun in ships that we don't mind losing. That's the whole point of this new account of mine, is to have fun in ships I don't mind losing. Fighting with bloody wasp. Fighting with ships that cost you a couple of billion is just not fun. Because then when you lose them, you just end up feeling like you've just wasted a lot of money.
Warp drive active.
Alright, I'm gonna go in a quarter of an hour. Dock.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I mean, the problem with starting with a new character is obviously you have to build up your standing and this, that and the other. But the benefit of that is you get to start fresh. People don't know what you're doing. Yep. And where's the fun in that? Mission briefing. Let's go. What you got? Stack. There we go. Undock. Confirmation. Yeah, I mean the loyalty points thing's great, and you get them by obviously running missions, but ultimately it's not what we're here to do. We're just doing the missions to start the process of getting back into the game, learning how to run it. I mean, I'm not even going to be in a corporation, I don't think.
Warp drive active.
When you join a corporation, it's all, someone has to run it, and you have to listen to them. Yeah, I'm not all about that really. I just want to get on and have a laugh. Running corporations and alliances can really be tedious within EVE.
Warp drive active.
Well, I thought most of my setups I gave you, didn't I? Should get some of the other BA guys to watch some of the streams, mate.
Ava's here, I've just got to take them to Starbucks.
Okay, can you get me a black coffee?
What, from Starbucks?
Am I joking? So I'm going to get one myself. Can you shut the door if you're shouting? So reflex, you need to do the tutorial so you understand exactly how to play the game. Once you learn, it's really just point and click. So there's a, was it that? No. No. Right, yeah, so the agency. So find the agency and then click on tutorial, and you can begin this little thing that helps you understand what you do. If you skip the tutorial, you'll find it really difficult. Right, so set destination back. Yeah, it's not a game you can just not do the tutorial, because there's so many little fine things you need to understand within the game. But if you do the basic tutorial and actually read through the mission logs when you're going to do the mission, you'll be fine. I can show you a basic fit that I've got on my Incursus. So this is my basic fit. It's all Tech 1. Might take you a couple of days to get it. These are light neutron blasters, but you can add ion blasters if you want, or electron blasters. They just lower CPU and power grid. This here is your power grid and your CPU, how much you're using. You've got your low slots, which are designated by having a little one singular. If I move that, you can't see it. There's these signs in the actual. I'll show you in a minute. It's easier. Let me get docked and safe. There's some idiot and a magnate. Yeah, so you have high slots, low slots and medium slots, and only some things will fit in those high slots, medium slots and low slots.
Docking request accepted.
You'll get used to it. Stick with it. Make sure you're training skills as well. It'll tell you what to do. Five of 5. Destroy the prototype micro shield generator plus the Caldari ships. Except come on. Yeah, BA, you need to get some more of the old guys on as well. Muddy Gamer could roll alongside the old school Bloodadders.
Warp drive active.
Come on. I've always thought their load screens were brilliant. Because you can be pulled out of the load screen as well. I was hoping that was going to jump them. Caldari rookie ship's been popped there.
Warp drive active.
Nah, it's a shame. Wow, look at all of them.
Warp drive active.
Everywhere's being invaded at the moment.
Warp drive active.
Right, so this is the last mission because I do need to go get my shizzle together. Ugh. I could do without going to spin class tonight, but I'm going to do it. I haven't been to the gym all week. Approach. I mean, I can only just fit this afterburner on here. You will die, and you will die. Slow, I'm paying for death. Come on, come and get me. How about if I point you, just to annoy you? There we go. That'll entice them in. I don't want to run. I don't want to be running to them. I want them to be coming to me. There's a big old bubble. What is that? Someone's put a shield generator in there. Alright, come on, let's kill these guys. Let's get this mission done. Next. Next. Nah, not got time to pick that stuff up. Boom. And activate.
Warp drive active.
So approach this one. Lock. Oh, don't need to aggro them this time. They're all already aggroed. Here they come. Come on, come and get me. Come and get me. Oh, Caldari State don't like me very much right now. Boo-hoo. Right, now these guys are in, they're in for trouble. So let's go with that. Yeah. And then open up the taps. Fall off on these is annoying. Come on. I can't click quick enough. Come on, come on. So it's like 3 volleys and they're dead with these ones. So 1 volley, take... Whoa, that was a good shot. Yeah, boy, have that. Having the web on means that you're the guns don't quite have to track so hard. Oh, what's this? That's just flown in.
Skill training completed.
Skill training completed. Approach. I've got to kill this ship. Come on. Come on. I think it's a buzzard. Or what used to be known as a buzzard. Whatever it is, it's taking a pasting. Look at that. Boom. And he's out of there.
Warp drive active.
F0400 in F04 in Cursis. Alright, what have I got to try and kill now? Come on. Alright, let's get going. Let's get these killed so I can log off ski and get down the gym. I think I might have to sort my camera angle out, or maybe just give you a talking head. You don't need to see all that. Oh. So there's a bubble. So it's 14 km. Right, so can my drone get to it? Can my drone get to it? That is the question. Oh, the drone seems to be inside. Is he going to be doing any damage? Not enough. Must be a way in. Need to activate the acceleration gear, okay. Strange. I thought that I had to destroy the prototype micro shield generators. I thought that was what was on the... Da-da-da. Yeah. But I can't actually reach them and they don't take damage. Well, looks to me like I can't do that, so we'll find out.
Warp drive active.
Oh, something's happening. Music has changed. Alright, I'm confused. I'm so confused. What's going on?
Warp drive active.
I do love these little frigates. Yeah, I can't kill them because I don't have the range.
Warp drive active.
So I'll probably need to fit rail guns. That's irritating, seeing as I need to be logging off now. I'll be back on later on this evening, guys, so if you're interested, make sure you subscribe. I will try and sort out a template to go over the front of this, etc, etc, but for now I'm going to dock up, go get changed, get sorted, and then I shall see you guys in the next one. Take care.